Welcome everyone to the Paranormal Nut Podcast. I am your host, Sean, aka Paranormal Nut, your voice of insanity in a sane world. And we are gathered here today with our good friend Jim.
Hey guys.
And we got a good show today. But before we get into the topic of the show, as always, we'll go into the paranormal news. There's some very interesting stuff going on in not just the paranormal community, but the YouTube paranormal community, which I think by extent we are a part of now. So, I don't know if you've heard of this channel, Jim, but the channel called the Overnight Channel, and they're actually an offshoot of an old channel. Here, let me just pull up the media right now.
Do they spend overnights in like crypts and like haunted houses and?
Yeah, and they're very entertaining. The main guy there, Elton, and Cody. Corey. That's it. Well, so let me pull it up here. Share. Window. So the Overnight Channel, they were staying at the Warren Museum. It's where the Annabelle doll is in Connecticut.
Oh,
yeah, and they did a live stream that started on October 13th, and so I'm not going to share any of the clips because it's brand new content, and watch it on their channel. But a lot of crazy things happened. But during the craziest thing to happen is that the entire town that the Warren Museum is in during their live stream lost internet and power. I think power or just internet for like an extended period of time. And during the entire stream, they're getting voices and stuff like "stop, get out," Like clearly the ghost didn't want them doing this live stream there, and it's pretty intense. And if you haven't heard of them, go subscribe. They are very entertaining. They originally are from TFIL, which is the effing life or the effing. That was the effing life I lead. I forget what it is.
I think it's
Anyway.
so funny how anonymous Annabelle actually looks compared to the movies where she's like
ominous?
a porcelain.
Yeah.
Ominous, sorry.
Yeah.
Where she's like a porcelain doll in the movie, but she's like just a Raggedy Ann doll in real life.
Yeah, and they actually have the prop from the set in the museum too now, because I guess
really?
I don't know if it was just donated or it picked up some negative energy or something. But there's a lot more stuff than just this Raggedy Ann and doll there.
I think sometime we should go there, take a visit, take our fans with us, buddy.
We are this is not an investigation channel. Maybe one day we can get back into it. But no, we're not planning any trips anytime soon. But maybe, who knows? Never say never.
Good road trip.
And not just that. Also, we talked about on episode 1, David Grush, right?
Yes,
and apparently, if you recall, during the congressional meeting, they were told that they were denied a skiff. And a skiff, for those of you who don't know, is like a secret. Here, hold up. I have it in my notes. A sensitive compartment information facility, essentially where they can share classified information. And the entire time during this, they were told they were denied a skiff, that they requested a skiff, and it got to the point where, they essentially couldn't talk about anything because all of it was classified. Well, for us disclosure fans, let me bring up the share again. David Grush and Congress have been permitted a skiff. News reports, at least. I don't, I guess that's a congresswoman or something. I'm not really a political person, um, but yeah, apparently they have been authorized the skiff to talk about the actual stuff that was going on. So that's another step, you know.
Oh yeah, it was a big step. Step
Yep.
in the right direction.
Who knows if we'll learn anything about it there? If we'll learn what happens there, and if they choose to declassify that at any point, I do not know. But it is very interesting. Um, I mean, why they were denied the skiff in the first place? It was always a question. But
I wish I could be a fly on a wall in that meeting, just to hear everything, just to
right,
kind of see
just
like
get
any,
in there, right?
just get in there. I think
Just
I
a
think
little
it'd
bit.
be
Just give me like a 30-second clip. That's
yeah.
all I need.
I just need 30 seconds. That's it
Yeah.
of real proof, 100%, just to know, so I can tell everybody, be like, hey, they are out there because statistically they are.
Yeah, it's just if they've been here or not, or if they're intelligent enough, and that's the whole thing. When we do a full breakdown of extraterrestrials in an episode, that episode will probably be two days long. But until we do that, um, it's best to leave it at smaller bits for now, to leave room for the main topic. And the main topic of today, pulled up, is a pretty famous haunted house. Probably actually the most famous haunted house.
Can I
Uh,
guess it?
yeah, you can guess.
Amityville.
Nope. Good guess.
Oh.
That's probably actually one of the most famous ones. Actually, this one's less famous, but you think it would be more. But keep guessing if you want. Why I play with my
Um.
things here.
Uh. Did they make a movie about it?
They did make a movie about it. It was not good.
It was
Um,
not good.
if you have a guess in the comments below, please put your guess. Actually, no, they'll already know because it's the title of the episode.
Oh, shoot. I don't get that kind of information, guys, so I
No.
don't know.
Yeah. So,
uh,
yeah. Last guess before I pull it up.
mm, I- I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank right
All
now.
right. Well, it is the Winchester Mystery House.
It was up there. I
Yeah.
was.
I think you would have got it if you weren't like worried about putting too much silence on screen and you actually had a chance to think. But
Yeah, yeah.
this is what do you know about the Winchester House before I get into my
I
little
honestly really
spiel?
don't know much about it at all. I've heard of it, but I've never. I don't know the story behind it. Like if there was somebody got murdered there, or
Well,
Does Dean and Sam Winchester show up?
yep, they exist. This is their house. They recorded
Oh,
all of Supernatural.
good
No, as you
show,
know,
by the way.
great show until season 5. Um,
Yeah.
well, the Winchester House, as you see before you, owned by Sarah Winchester of renowned Winchester Repeating Arms Company fame, the heiress to the fortune. After her husband William Wirt Winchester died, uh, Sarah thought she was being haunted by all the ghosts that her money's rifles had, or the rifles had killed. Right. So obviously,
So like
it
any
being the
any
Winchester being the gun that won the West, that's a lot of people who've died to that gun. And so they were kind of guilt trip. The ghosts were guilt tripping her for making money off death. And so what she does is she goes to a psychic medium and is like, how do I do this? How do I get rid of the ghost or do whatever? The psychic medium, for lack of a better terms, told her to GTFO and move to California from Connecticut, where obviously Connecticut's probably the most haunted state. um, but yeah, so she moves to Connecticut St. Clair, California, to be precise. And she builds in 1884 this massive mansion. And this massive mansion, to say it was built in 1884 is actually a misleading statement because it underwent construction until Sarah Winchester's death in 1922. So for let's see, if we do the basic math from 84 to 22, you're looking at almost 40 years of straight construction. 38, I think, if I can do math.
That's a
And
shitty home improvement project.
well, the idea was that if she kept expanding the house and building almost for you know I want to say hostile architecture, but not really. It's literally the besides the ghost. The famous thing about the Winchester Mansion is what Sarah Winchester told the construction people to do with the house and essentially make it like a giant labyrinth or maze and make it incomprehensible and make things that don't make sense. Stairways that go to nowhere, hallways that are just completely jagged and zigzagged. And I got a few examples I can
New
share here
new
with you.
title, Ghost Maze.
Ghost Maze. That that's probably a movie, right? We don't need to copy that. That's a thing.
Yeah, probably.
So let
Made in
me let me pull up
Bollywood.
some quick snippets of the 160 room mansion. Um, oh, but while I bring this up, talk about the most one percentage like move.
Lifestyle.
Like you just can build more house so the ghost can't haunt you properly. Like don't give your money to like charity to the families of the people who died. Just I'm gonna build a bigger house. Anyway,
It's like, fuck you, Ghost.
yeah, right. So here you can see some examples uh, of
The most insane game of hide and go seek ever.
right. Yeah. So you can see like this stairway goes to nowhere. That's a closed ceiling, and it's like this weird door, and then it breaks off, and there's a door right here, and this door I don't think actually. I think if you open this door, you just like, oh no, that's a different door that I'm thinking
You
of.
just immediately die when you open
There,
it.
there is a door that just well, if you open it and continue out, you'll just fall. They have to like lock it off for the public. But yeah, um, so yeah, this is a it's probably the most American ghost story I think out there. You have a billionaire, I don't know, billionaire,
Gun
probably
manufacturer.
gun manufacturer being haunted, and her solution was to build bigger house, make it confusing, so the ghost can't haunt her. We don't need resolution or anything. It is
Would
also
have called an
said,
exorcist over
yeah,
or something.
it is also said that Sarah Winchester actually still haunts this home as well, and apparently a
Really?
figure resembling her has been seen on site. Um, so a lot of the photos and evidence and stuff, I try not to rip too much from like actual ghost hunters and stuff and their pages, and that's where a lot of the evidence comes from, because that's their content and they're trying to make a living off that. Where who and then like all the photo evidence and stuff is like people's personal stuff. I do have one photo that I was able to find that's like was readily available to the public. And that's this photo here. And yeah, just take your time and take a look at it. And notice anything in this image, Jim?
Oh, I just looked behind. Behind the
Yeah.
picture. I'm like I'm focused on looking at the picture, and then I see the shadows.
Yeah,
Like,
you see the shadow, but let's follow the shadow down. What is that, Jim?
what? Those are shoes.
Right? Is that like a full foot apparition right there?
It
We getting
does
those
look like.
dogs for free? What?
Yo, what? Yo, we getting ankle pictures out here, baby.
Exactly. Yeah. So this is one. This there's 100 of these. If you actually look, people because the Winchester House is open to the public for tours. I'm pretty sure they're paid tours, and I'm not trying to slander the Winchester House or anything, but from what I hear, it's it's essentially a massive tourist trap. But I mean,
I
okay,
mean, maybe go see it once and
yeah,
be good.
I think I would do it. I just try to be a smart consumer about it. I'd probably actually not. I'd probably spend a lot of money, but yeah. So there are a bunch of pictures like this online and a bunch of videos of seeing similar dark, robed people or ghastly images and
Apparitions.
apparitions in the window and things like that. I could spend 2 hours if we wanted to just surfing the net looking at these. Um, but yeah, that is pretty creepy. I'm not gonna lie.
That is very creepy.
So, I mean,
Hell House.
not Hell House. I think Hell House is, if I recall, that's a thing in Tennessee, and that's like a torture house. Not actually. Like, is that it? In the Tennessee, they have like a haunted, not an actual haunted house, like a walkthrough, and if
Um, what was it?
I think it's the guy's last name's Farms or something like that. I don't know. I don't want to give
Yeah,
that guy
something like
publicist
that.
because I think he's actually he specializes in torture and he gets people to essentially consent to torture, which I don't agree with. But,
Yeah.
but yes, um, crazy house. I love all the pictures here. Is this no? That's a different picture. We'll get to those later. But yeah. Um,
I like the
thoughts? Yeah,
I always like the
we'll go back to the
what's that?
beginning.
The Gothic, not the Gothic. It's called Victorian style houses. Like I think that's beautiful, a Victorian
Yes,
style house.
the spires and stuff. Clearly, like this was made with a lot of money, and it's not like they just built like houses that me and you can afford onto
Oh
this.
yeah,
They were like building a bunch of rooms.
it's like
Like,
towers.
yeah,
You got a tower in the back left corner.
so
It's a good picture though.
yeah, I definitely beautiful place. Um, if you are a billionaire being haunted by ghosts because your invention killed a bunch of people, um,
Why
maybe
not?
do something more productive than build a giant house. But if you do, I'm gonna visit it after you die, so that's cool.
Get some pictures. Put it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Get with the ghost and stuff. Chilling with my dead homies.
Yep. And yes, like I said before, there's a movie about this, and it's they actually like blow up the entire house at the end. Spoiler alert. But it was the most like the entire movie was pretty good. It was probably like a B-rated movie, and by the end
Yeah.
of it, they blow up the entire house. And the explosion, because obviously they didn't blow up the actual house. It was a CGI house they blew up, and it was so fake looking. It was hilarious.
That's funny. Now we gotta find it.
Yeah, I mean, I probably could, but I'm not going to. All right. And I mean, that was a short topic, but I think it was a good topic. I really enjoy um, this classic Americana story, ghost
Oh
hunt,
yeah,
or
it's
not hunt, but haunting.
definitely. I like the story behind the Winchester House. She's so full of guilt from the through the items her family created that she just built a house that was just impossible to find anything.
Yeah,
God, imagine like losing something in the house, like your keys or your wallet. It would literally take you forever to find
I
it.
think if I do, I could be making this up, and this is going off not off my notes. So roast me in the comments if I'm wrong. I think like Sarah Winchester would sleep in various rooms like every single night to throw off the
Get
ghosts.
throw the ghost off her trail.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna put that away, and I think we're gonna get into probably everyone's favorite part of the show. We're gonna get into the paranormal grab bag. Again, there is the email below, paranormalnut666 at gmail.com, if you want to submit your own paranormal stuff to paranormal grab bag. It'll be vetted by me and Jim, mostly me, because I don't trust Jim's opinion, but you should. So, okay, behind the
Nobody
scenes,
should.
behind the scenes, Jim sent me a bunch of stuff. It wasn't fan submitted stuff, but he sent me a bunch of stuff that was very low quality. No, okay. The quality put into it was great, but you can't put that on YouTube.
Put it on the hub. Can't put it on YouTube.
And also he sends me a bunch of stuff that just aren't paranormal stuff all the time, and I have
It's
to
a lot
like
of
as I'm
alien
going
stuff.
through. I'm okay. Anyway, we're probably gonna cut that section out. Paranormal grab bag time. So one of these you did send me. Actually, I think two of these you did send me. I got 4 today. So actually, wait, was one of these a Winchester? Ooh, one of these may have been a Winchester. Let me let me actually play that first. I guess it may have been part of what I was supposed to do earlier. So, oh yep, I do remember this. I was supposed to play this earlier. So, re-roll back real quick, and then I will share the screen. All right. So again, this is from the Winchester House. We're experiencing a couple technical difficulties, but let's dive into this one. It's not actually 30 seconds long. It's just repeated 4 or 5 seconds over and over again. Ready?
Yes, sir. Yep.
See that?
Oh,
Right.
yeah. By the steps.
Let's see if I can get its most visible. Yeah, kind of like that. It might be just a light lighting up the stairs now that I'm looking at it, but no, there seems to be some depth to it, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really make out any articles of clothing or anything, but almost looks like there's a flowing dress at the bottom. If you
Yeah.
focus down here. Yeah. So, what do you think of that, Jim? Some ghostly apparitions in the Winchester house.
I would be freaked out if I saw that. Well, it depends how far I am away from it. Like, did they catch that on camera? Like, they saw it and it happened, or was it like, and they saw it later on, and when they were looking at the film? If I was that person, I'd be like, I just walked through a ghost.
Right? Now, after looking at that, we'll switch over to paranormal grab bag. So, obviously, that's kind of paranormal grab bag at the same time, but we'll move over. This one is one you sent me, and it's very interesting. I really like this one. Very clean video here. This one I did watch before. The other one I did not.
En Latam nos encanta ser parte de sus celebraciones, por eso queremos felicitar a una princesa muy especial llamada Ana Sofía, quien se encuentra hoy cumpliendo años. Te deseamos muchas bendiciones y que seas muy
Do
feliz.
you speak Spanish, Jim?
A poquito, senor.
Yeah. So, I mean, what was that, right? Um,
Yeah.
something very shiny. It doesn't look. It looks like it's kind of staying in place though, right?
Yeah. What
While the
I
plane's
talked
moving.
I showed some people at work, and one guy said, "Oh, it could be a drone." I was
Well,
like, I mean, that's pretty high up to be a drone, but
and
I
I hate to be the
mean,
guy that says it, but I do have to bring this up. Um, this is what a
a weather
weather
balloon
balloon
look.
looks like these days. So I mean, very similar looking, and
That
that just
is
sits
very
there and
similar.
floats. I mean, if you're
It looked like there was more detail on it though than that.
yeah, and it's kind of hard to make out, but I mean, we'll never truly know. And I think, I mean, if aliens are so technological, they can probably make a similar thing. It could be an alien weather balloon for all we know. But no, yeah, that one's kind of I'm on the fence and I have no idea. It's UFOs are always the hardest to try to make if they're real or not.
Yeah.
All right, now we'll move into this one. I don't think I showed you this one. No, I pulled this one. So let's see. This is amazing.
Really is. Okay, come. Where is your food? No. You can't eat yourself. Mama will give you, okay? No. Mina.
I'm just looking at that door.
Yummy, yummy.
Yeah.
You don't
Just
want.
normal door.
Why?
Normal family having a good time.
Come on. Yes? Okay, I will get you. Just give me a minute. Wait! Just wait!
Yo,
Okay,
that
I'm
door
coming.
that chair be sneaking up.
You know?
Yeah.
Mina.
What you doing back there, chair?
Huh?
What you doing back there?
You know
Yo,
what?
what's that game? What's that game mode in Call of Duty? Is it Call of Duty where they change into different shapes?
It's the
and you have to
props.
find
It's
them?
not Call of Duty. It's something else, like Counter Strike.
It's like maybe C.
Yeah. For once, I think,
Coming.
even though that's not my chair, this might be my problem.
What?
Yeah. That is.
What is this? Now.
Is that like a clown like bouncing on it? Just like oh. I would lie, it just
Don't
flies
come
at him.
here.
Don't come here.
What
That,
the
that,
hell?
that.
Go away!
This woman's just trying to take care of her kids.
Okay, I'm coming.
Got better shit to do. Needs none of this ghost bullshit.
At the end of the day, you just burn that house down.
Yeah. Right? So let's obviously you can make a chair move off camera, but this, like, how do you make a chair do that? Maybe some like high powered magnets or some bullshit.
Well, the way it is, it would have to be like something like connected to the bottom that was holding it up, like holding it
Yeah.
from the base.
Right?
It looked like it could have something like that, but then you see it just move. So it's like I don't
Exactly.
know.
This might be
just
like the hardest thing to disprove that we've seen in this entire, in our 2 episodes. But,
you know what, John? I'm gonna say it's real.
yeah, you know what? I will definitively say this is real with you, Jim. This is, and the reaction is like actually authentic. Like, there's a ghost in here,
They're
but I'm also like,
what
yeah, what do I do?
can't cry. I can't freak out in front of my kid.
Yeah. Mom of the year, by the way.
Exactly. Like you see how she's holding the kid too. She's like her body's in front of the kid.
Yeah.
Like she's keeping. That's a good mom right there.
I will say though, when she tells it to go away, that chair backs the fuck up.
She pulls her. What's that? The kachla or what's that? The shoe. When they throw the shoe, like with the Spanish moms, they have the sandal.
This is my favorite part. Fine.
Fine. You're no fun.
Right? It's like, now she's not looking.
Gotcha, nerd.
Oh, that was great. Yeah. I think that one's real. I don't think,
Yeah.
that looks like a legit CCTV. Something you'd have if you have little kids and you have to leave them around for an hour with them while you go make a grocery run or something. Maybe they have a dog or something. But yeah, that looks real. I mean, I know how you can make a chair move, like pulling it with string or something, but not the wobble
the
stuff.
way it did. It looked like it was like
And you
those
can't.
those pieces
Yeah.
those pieces that you get and you put it on the corner and it like it's almost like it's magnetism holding it up, but it's the way that it's angled.
Yeah.
That's how it looked
Mhm.
like.
So yeah, I don't know. Not
I think it's
scary,
real.
but definitely
It's not
interesting. Yeah.
very. Maybe it's like a break of like reality in that room.
Oh yeah, like the
Gravity doesn't
universe
matter
is
anymore.
coming undone, and the chair's actually staying motionless, but the world around it's moving.
Yep.
All right. So then I haven't seen this one. You sent me this one, and you're gonna give me a chance to stop me if it's one that you should have. I should not be playing, but I think we're good. So let me share this guy. All right, is this video safe for YouTube, Jim?
Oh God.
No, don't play it! Don't play it! No, we're
No.
good. Play.
No, that one should be good.
All right.
Dude, can I get some popcorn?
Another break of the
Okay.
reality area.
Oh. Hello? Alrighty then. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way, no way. Oh, no.
Oh, so this is a compilation?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's roll it back and we'll break down. Oh no, it's almost over. Jesus, fuck.
What the fuck
Okay.
was that?
All right, hold up. Okay. One by one. Wait, that happens quick. I'm not even like fully paying attention yet when that happens.
Just the amount of force that she put that orange juice down.
Yeah,
Just like,
no, she's just yoked.
yeah, she's yoked. That's it.
This one seems.
I'll tell you a point that tells me that it might be different. It might be fake. Like, watch for a second. You see that split second where it looks like a camera jolt, but it looks them
What?
cutting the scene together. Go
Where is
back,
this?
go back. Start. So go from there. Right. You see how it looks like they turned on the camera and turned it back off? You go back.
Oh, was it? Is it the flicker?
Yeah, it's like the flicker of it. It looks like it's no, not there. It's before she gets back there. Keep right there and wait. Right,
So
just
the
play.
lighting almost changes.
Yeah, look when you don't hit pause. Just
Well, see the
keep
light
playing.
change. This is what I'm like.
Yeah. But wait, when it comes here, when she's going over, and it's almost like it's like they started to get the camera back up.
Like
They paused it and then.
I don't know what spot you're looking at. The one thing I do. So
The
this
color
one,
of the room.
the color of the room changes, which usually is a shift in time. But I don't know. Maybe a cloud. That's just a chair. Not as cool of a chair, but this one gets me.
Oh yeah, with
The zoot
what is
suit.
that? Zoot? Like what could that be? Rewind that
So
back. I want to say I'm gonna watch it in the mirror if I see a person like because they might have like watch it in the mirror. See if you can see because they can change. They can delete stuff out of that, but that'll tell you the truth. It's the mirror.
so I'm not seeing any shadows, and this is the mirror.
Yeah.
I mean, they could probably do both. If they can replace the mirror.
No, I know that, but I was seeing like it
What?
would be like maybe they didn't realize the mirror was there, and you can. Oh, that
Yeah, yeah.
looks like there's eyes in that fucking thing. Ooh.
Oh, the mirror behind. Okay, I thought that was a doorway behind it.
No, no, no. I'm talking about the mirror on the side.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. I mean, I think there is actually a magician thing like where it makes clothes like stand up. I don't know if it's electric current or something, and you have to use a special type of fabric. So that
Yeah, I've heard
might
of
be an
that.
actual magic trick. And the fact that it's happening right next to where we can't see, I'm gonna go fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Home Alone with magician's tools.
Yeah. So I think that wraps it up for episode 2 of the Paranormal Nut Podcast. And as we say our goodbyes and our jingle comes in, do you want to say anything to the people, Jim?
Thank you for coming and supporting our first episode. We really appreciate everybody coming, spending their valuable time to come with us on this adventure. And I appreciate that. I love you all.
I think that was a little too much, Jim, to be honest. I don't like you guys that much. No. Obviously, thank you for coming. The support for the first episode was amazing. Hopefully, that continues to snowball. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching.